Welcome to another edition of Space Marines Hemp and CBD reviews, and today I'm reviewing something very special. SaTeaBa, which is 100% hemp tea, soothing, calming, relaxing, as it says. And SaTeaBa is a play on words for sativa. So sativa is a type of cannabis. There's sativa and indica. Sativa is like the more euphoric and heady one, and indica is like more tiring. Honestly, with hemp, there's not really sativa and indica, although some people might argue there is, but there really isn't, because sativa is like a marijuana term if there's a lot of THC, and indica would be a lot more CBD. In the case of hemp, it's all a ton of CBD, so it's all indica. But they call it SaTeaBa, and that's a great name. And yeah, if you look here, it says 100% hemp, no additives, caffeine free, sun grown in the USA. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. I've tried making hemp tea before. I wrote some articles on the Hemp and CBD Herald about that. But I think I actually made it with my hemp leaves. So I'm growing some hemp plants and I threw a leaf in there. But this is actual buds, the flower, grinded up, and especially prepared. And I think it's a proprietary thing. It's not like they just threw hemp in a tea bag. You can't just throw hemp in a tea bag and, expect it to make a good tea. You got to do something to it. I'm sure it's 100% hemp, but they probably did something with some natural ingredients to make it so it's active, because you got to activate the cannabinoids with some sort of fat. I don't know what they did. Anyway, I trust them though. I met the guy who made this. He's a really nice guy. I even drank a sip when I first met him. But today's the first day I'm really gonna drink it and steep it as long as I can, make it as potent as I can. First off, the smell. It smells incredibly good. It's like a very good hemp smell, but it also smells a little buttery. And maybe there is something like a fat in there. I don't know though. I don't claim to know anything. It smells like an edible, not buttery. It's like an edible sort of smell, which is good, which means it is edible. Because, cannabis or hemp in the raw form, it's not edible. You have to smoke it. But if you make it into edible form, then you could drink it or eat it. So it has a strong smell of edible hemp. Oh, I just realized they don't put butter or anything. They decarboxylate. So they probably put it into some sort of thing that heats it up. That's how you make edibles without using any butter. So basically, you decarboxylate it, like you heat it up, and that activates the cannabinoids. So then you could throw it in a cup of tea. So yeah, and I'm gonna look at this tea bag real quick. Look at the light. Yeah, it's this really nice flower in there. Smells really nice. So, yeah, the cups of tea are ready in the microwave. My wife's going to be drinking it with me, too, so we'll get her review also. And, yeah, this seems like a good way to start the morning. I'll be back once I start brewing the cup of tea. I'm now brewing the cup of tea, and it smells incredibly good. So, it's not really brewed yet. I just dropped it in the boiling water from the microwave. Of course, don't microwave the tea bag. You might destroy the cannabinoids. But, yeah, so I dropped it in a cup of boiling water, and it's starting to brew. And it smells so good. Like, it's that, that taste of edibles, weed edibles or hemp edibles. It has that smell of like a really good hemp edible. And it just like fills up the whole house, honestly. It's amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna be back once it's brewed, and then I'll start drinking it. Alright, so the tea is brewing. It's a deep amber color. I can't really show it on camera because I don't want to dump tea all over my computer. But yeah, it's a deep amber color. And one thing I forgot to mention is that each one of these, yeah, it contains 1 gram. So it says that on the back here. Each one of these tea bags contains 1 gram of like premium hemp flower. So just to put that in perspective, like 1 gram is like a really nice joint, like a big joint. Imagine putting an entire big joint into a cup of tea, like a hemp joint, of course. So yeah, like I usually don't even smoke an entire hemp joint all at once. It might even last me 2 or 3 days. Like I'll smoke it once, and then smoke it again the next day, and then the day after that I finish it. So yeah, this is more hemp than I usually take. Of course, the question is how much of it converts into actual, like ingestion of cannabinoids. I think he says it's not like a 100% conversion. It's actually much lower. Like I talked to the guy who made this. He says that you get a certain amount of CBD, but it's not like you get the full gram effect. I guess you probably could, though, if you brew it really hard, so I'm brewing mine really hard. In any case, I think this is going to be a lot more potent than what I'm used to for hemp, because it's like a whole gram in a tea bag, and that's amazing, too. So yeah, I'll come back when I can finally start drinking it. Right now it's steaming up really good, so I don't want to drink it yet. So yeah, I'll update once I finally start to take this SaTeaBa. So the tea is now brewed. It's a nice deep amber color, as I said previously. And here we go. It tastes really good. It tastes like a hemp edible or weed edible. Has that flavor of like a really nice, high quality edible. And amazingly, this has zero sugar, zero additives. It's just 100% pure hemp that's been decarboxylated, I think. So yeah, it doesn't need any sugar, doesn't need any milk, nothing. Just pure hemp, and it tastes delicious. So that's even better than regular tea. Regular tea, you definitely need sugar and milk. All sorts of herbal teas, you need sugar and milk. Hemp tea, though, apparently, you don't need sugar or milk or anything. It's just really delicious. Absolutely delicious by itself. Mmm. Alright, so it's 11:25 a.m., and I'm going to slowly drink this, and then I'll update on what happens. It is now 11:31 a.m., and I've drinking the entire cup of SaTeaBa hemp tea, and the effects are very significant. It's far beyond what hemp usually does. Honestly, it feels a little like medical marijuana, even though it is hemp. And I think it's because of the method of ingestion where you take a whole gram all at once in one cup of tea. So I feel really, really relaxed. There's definitely euphoria. And with hemp, you often get euphoria eventually in experience, but it's usually not like instant like this. It's very good euphoria. I even feel slightly, just a little intoxicated, you know? Like, yeah, weedy sort of feeling where, I don't know, you call it dizziness or floatiness or things are altered, you know? So that's within like 5 minutes. I drank it in like about 5 minutes, and already by the time I got to the last sip, kind of like hemp stoned or whatever. So that's very, very strong. It's one of the strongest hemp products I have tried, and also it's very convenient and tasty. One thing I was wondering about is, you know, now that it's done, we got this whole thing of you know, there's still a gram of hemp flower in here. Of course, most of the cannabinoids probably came out. Maybe not most of them. Maybe there's still most of them are in here. So you could probably like eat this. You know, you'd probably want to mix it with like cream cheese. You'd have like hemp cream cheese. I don't think it's you know, you could throw it out if you wanted to, but if you didn't want to waste it, and you'd probably get a lot more hemp. You can mix it with cream cheese or peanut butter or something and have like hemp cream cheese, hemp peanut butter. It probably tastes really good. I'm wondering if I'm going to do that, but honestly, I have such a powerful hemp feeling already, I don't think I'm going to do that. But I'm just, and in general, since this is decarboxylated hemp, it's very convenient. Yeah, you could drink it as a tea, but you could also dump it into any food you want without making it into tea, and it'll work. And it'll probably be a lot stronger than making the tea because you get 100% of the cannabinoids. But anyways, even though all that being said and all that's true, it's not even necessary because the tea itself is so strong. And yeah, I'm getting pretty sedated now too. I'll continue to update. The experience has just started, but it's hitting me like a hemp train. So it is now 11:37 a.m., only minutes after I finished drinking the tea, and about 12 minutes since I started the experience from the first sip. And yeah, this effect's intensifying. It's like a dream state. Very relaxing, tranquil, serene, calm are all words to describe how I feel right now. You know, the whole world's just like very calm and serene and awesome. So yeah, this is one of the most powerful hemp products. But to be clear, unlike medical marijuana, like if you drink, I'm sure they have the equivalent for medical marijuana, like a gram of medical marijuana in a tea bag or something like that. Yeah, that would be crazy. With hemp, it's like you get all the good effects without any of that paranoia, without any trippiness. I mean, it's just a little trippy, but I'm not like seeing things. With medical marijuana, if I drank a gram of it, I would be tripping. So yeah, not tripping, not paranoid, also still articulate, focused, and functional. I am a little sedated. So that's the good thing about hemp. All the benefits of cannabis, which is like the relaxing, the euphoria, the calmness, none of the bad effects. So that's even with this powerful hemp product, it still has that. That's like the fundamental point of hemp, is to have like that pure relaxation and happiness and mood lift without any bad effects such as like becoming demotivated or becoming a vegetable. So that's the good thing. I'll continue to update. I don't think this experience is quite done yet because this is an edible version of cannabis. In general, when you smoke cannabis, the effects come on within minutes and peak around 10 minutes. With edibles, they could take an hour or two to peak. Of course, this is a liquid edible, so it's going to come on a little faster, but it's not near the peak yet. So it's amazing I'm feeling such strong effects 14 minutes after I started drinking it now. It's probably going to get a lot stronger because edibles, they come up for like an hour or two. with cannabis, and this is definitely an edible. And I've decided I'm gonna try to eat this somehow while on this video, and my wife's gonna eat it too. She just drank her cup of tea. How did you like it? She says it was awesome. All right, so I think I'm gonna put this in some onion rings or something. But yeah, this is worth eating. It's good stuff still. You know, there's definitely a lot of cannabinoids in here, and it's an edible version because it was decarboxylated. That's how you can make it into tea, because it was decarboxylated. So that means you could eat it any way. You could even just eat the bag without doing anything to it. It would work because it's an edible format. So yeah, I will continue to update as this experience progresses. Noon, 12:01 p.m. to be exact. And so yeah, it's been about 30 minutes since I took this SaTeaBa 1 tea bag of this, and I feel really good. I'm very relaxed, a little sedated, but overall just a very nice, relaxing feeling, like super duper relaxed. My wife drank it too, and she's like literally going to sleep. So yeah, it could be sedating. I would take a nap too, but I got a lot of work to do. Overall, I think hemp tea is one of the best hemp products. I give it 5 out of 5 stars, and I think in general the concept of hemp tea, like you decarboxylate the hemp and then put it into a tea bag and make tea, it's one of the best ways to ingest hemp. It's a lot more convenient than smoking. The effects seem to be stronger than smoking too, because you can't even smoke enough hemp to get this sort of effect. Yeah, that's a good point. So, you know, if you smoke a gram of hemp, it's hard to smoke a whole gram of hemp. You know, you probably just want to smoke like half a gram or a quarter of a gram. But with the tea, you just drink a cup all at once that tastes delicious, so you get more hemp than if you smoked. So yeah, this is a way to get stronger hemp effects more conveniently, and I really, really like hemp tea. So yeah, that's it for this edition of Space Marines Hemp and CBD reviews. Like and subscribe. We're going to be having a ton of hemp reviews, a ton of CBD reviews. I'm going to try to review all the different types of products there are, and there's a lot of them. Because basically the medical marijuana industry, everything they did for medical marijuana over the years, they're doing it with hemp now. Such as this and all the edibles and stuff and all the different types of ways to vape it and smoke it. So I will be reviewing that. Also on this channel there's kratom reviews. All sorts of kratom products are being reviewed. So yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, one more thing. Go to amazingbotanicals.net and use the code KRATOMCAFE. KRATOM Cafe, CAFE, one word. So it's Kratom Cafe, no spaces. And you can get premium hemp flower, such as Afghani Purple and Suzy Q's Blue Dream, which are my favorite, for just $8 per eighth and $25 per half ounce. It's one of the best hemp deals out there. Literally, imagine that. Half an ounce for just 25 bucks of premium hemp flower. That's enough to last a long time. Alright, so go to amazingbotanicals.net, and I'll see you next time.